full balls. That's a wide, so a bit erratic start for Maruf.
Well, you could see that they're quite eager to look for wickets. Bangladesh, they realize that the threat of letting these two openers get off to a flyer is going to take the game away from them. So, as we discussed, Atul, they need wickets. Dot balls, yes, can build pressure, but it's not going to win you games.
I don't think so. They can't expect to just bowl their 50 overs and not expect India to get to that score. They have to bowl them out. No two ways about it. A good pitch. That's a better delivery. Now, things are falling into place. This is what Mahathir was also expecting. Suddenly, in the middle of the bat, feel okay, now I'm at it.
Well, the Bangladesh fast bowlers have been very impressive. Must say that Maruf Mrida is also fairly brisk, left arm.
And they're used to getting starts, both these players on the middle. Ayush and Vaibhav, 91 run partnership versus Sri Lanka, 143 unbeatable partnership versus UAE, and then 65 run partnership versus Japan. They are looking pretty good.
They've been a dominating type of opening pair. They've complemented each other. We've seen Vaibhav Matre, someone who takes his time but very stylish. But when you look at Vaibhav Suryavanshi, he's different. He looks to take on the bowling from ball one. And they both come in with massive reputations.
And 91 runs versus Sri Lanka in the semi-final, and at what speed they came, everybody knows, and it was just a blitzkrieg.
Well, Ayush Matre comes with experience, but he's looked impressive. If there's one thing that you hold against him is that he's had starts, but he's not converted.
He's still 17 years of age. He won't be around when the next World Cup comes around, but I was talking to Indian selectors that this, they felt. But he's graduated on to the next level, and he's doing well already. He's already one of the players marked by the selectors. So I'm sure in the next year he'll be in the India A, India B teams. He'll be in the picture because he's already got 200s for Mumbai in Ranji Trophy already in 5 games. This is again a poor start by the new ball.
For someone as young as he is to play in the Ranji and play for Mumbai and get hundreds, you got to be special.
Exactly, and just to make a spot for yourself in that team is unbelievable, because Mumbai cricket and Mumbai batting, the stables, the conveyor belt is so robust that for a 17-year-old just to come in there and make that position his own is something special.
Get off the mark of the last ball. India, a quiet first over, 3 without loss.
England are coming.
Here we go. This time, it's going to be bouncy.
Fantastic pressure from New Zealand.
Going to be pacey.
Wickets are tumbling, and they strike at the perfect time.
And you can watch this action-packed Test series.
New Zealand versus England. Early mornings.
Live only on Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
Sony Sports Network.
3 without loss, India. The target is 199. Bangladesh, don't forget, are the reigning champions. Al Fahad, one of the leading wicket takers in this tournament. Tall, hits the deck hard, quite pacey. If India wins this, that's his record in the ACC Men's Under-19 Asia Cup. 10 wickets in 5 games.
Decent economy as well, and good average. That's wonderful. Anything below 20 is fantastic. Yeah, he's tall, strapping, fast bowler from Bangladesh, very impressive.
Starts off with a wide down the leg side. He'll have to be disciplined here. The reigning champions. They'll need wickets, but they're not defending a big score. 198 is not frightening.
Well, the record sits on the side of India. The 6 finals they've played in Asia in under-19. 5 of them they won. 1 has been a tie.
Another thing that sits in favour of India is that Bangladesh have never beaten them batting first. So that's not in any under-19 game.
Well, I'm not a big fan of records. What has happened in the past. It's just, I call them CBMs. They're all confidence building measures. And from a certain record, you can expect to take whatever you want from that. Even if it doesn't work for you, you can find a metric that you'll find something positive in it. And that's what coaches do. And this is so important to get their mind on the job, that if you have a doubt that you might lose, then you will lose. You have to remove that doubt. Then I'm going there for a win. Even when you're defending 200, everybody should be on the same page saying that, no, we'll win this. And then it's going to happen.
Oh, Bangladesh have struck. We have spoken about this young man, Al Fahad, and he strikes with a wicket in the first over. He's the leading wicket taker.
We are Humdinger. Look at that. Good delivery coming in, and what a poor shot that is. He was nowhere near that. Just throwing the bat at it. This is casual batting. This is not tight batting. You've got to respect the new ball. Otherwise, you will be walking back like how Maheshwari Mhatre is walking back. Only one run, and India is 4 for 1.
Average under 15. Now the Indian middle order, or the top order, is exposed straight away to a new ball. This is interesting.
Well, he played a good hand in the last match versus Sri Lanka, and he's much better player than the records or the statistics show.
Right. The crowd's gone wild for Bangladesh. Why not? They've got a wicket in the first over of this man, Al Fahad. Another look, Atul.
Well, look at that. The feet went nowhere. He was just stuck, rooted there in cement, and just tried to play that expensive drive. Knows that Fahad's incoming delivery is a stock ball. So this was casual batting. This is overconfidence, and this is what happens in cricket. When you think you've got it under control, it comes back and bites you. Again, no gully. I've been saying since the start of the game, gully is more important than slip in situation like this.
Yeah, that rushed him a little bit. Played away from his body in the air. Bangladesh need to be attacking. They need to have their fielders in right positions. Surprisingly, just one slip when they're defending 199 or 198.
Especially when you've got the big threat out. You could have kept a gully and a slip. Take the fight into the opposition's camp. Give them the feeling that, okay, just come and just hit us out. And then you'll pick up wickets. If you play a waiting game, then India's going to win it.
They've got a gully in for the left-hander. Square third on the boundary. Leg side is a long on. Short backward square leg, short mid-wicket. Suryavanshi on strike. And straight away, nice stride out. Looking to drive, punch it down the ground.
Now he has to actually take the responsibility. He might be only 13 years of age, but the kind of form he's in, somebody who is in form should take the responsibility. It is your job. You can't say that I've got the runs already, somebody else will get it. No, and I'm very young. No. You've proven that you are a player, you have earned your spot, you're on the star batsman, you've lost your partner, you've lost the initiative, your bowlers have done a good job. Now it's your turn to do what is expected of you.
Back of a length. Ends the second over. Very good one for Bangladesh. India at the end of 2 are 5 for 1. It was Al Fahad who got that wicket in the first over, the big one of Maheshwari Mhatre. Out for 1. Maroof continues. Going wide of the off stump.
I tell you what, Roshan, this is my first good look at Vaibhav Sooryavanshi during this tournament. But look at that. This is so if we get a chance, we'll show you the last two deliveries of the last over he's played. One on the front foot. Imagine this guy has just taken a wicket, so calmly just coming in the front foot and then going on the back foot, just smothering the ball. So he looks to be a complete player, but he has to prove it with taking the team along. Oh, going across the line. This one pitching outside the leg stump. Excitable group, this Bangladeshi players, because they know that they're on a roll. One wicket here will actually bring them back in the game.
They're all pumped up, aren't they? There is a spring in their step. They're running towards the umpire. They're appealing. Very hopeful. This was coming back into the right-hander, sliding down the leg side. A bit of bounce as well.
For my liking,
Being solid. He's getting on the front foot. Well, let's talk about these young players, and particularly Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. I mean, to me, he defies his age. Just 13 years, and for someone as young as he is, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to understand from where he draws all this talent.
well, just to keep things in perspective, I would say that even Virat Kohli agreed that he's still learning the art of batting. Even Tendulkar was learning. But now Sooryavanshi, if you see the way he's played, I haven't found any chink in his batting at all. Front foot, back foot, his attitude is superb. Youngest test player in the world record of Hassan Raza, if my memory serves me right.
More of a quick scorer. Oh, goes past the outside edge. Again, there's an appeal. That went past the outside edge. But just continuing on young Sooryavanshi, but let's first talk about this delivery.
Well, I tell you what, one thing I hope the coaches are noticing it, that the overzealous appealing. And you know, this time the bowler who bowled was not interested. The wicketkeeper was jumping up and down. So you have to realize that if you do it too often, then even when there is a edge and umpire has not heard it, you will not get the decision. I was talking about the youngest test players from around the world, and Sachin's record, 16 years and 205 days, is the one he's gunning for. After 3 gone, it's 5 for 1 India.